I was in Puerto Vallarta, and my husband and I had been to a Fridays for Future gathering at the Zocalo the day that I received the email from Phil to write about our climate crisis. Then I came across a reference to Nazim Hikmet in a novel I was reading, and I remembered a poem by him read to us participants at the San Miguel Poetry Week that I go to every year. This Turkish poet, imprisoned for his writings, realizes in this poem his deep love for nature's gifts, and that he had to wait 60 years to find this out. I felt such a resonance with what is happening now on our earth, and that we don't have 60 years to save all we love. Hikmet wrote this in 1962, the year before he died. So it is his poem. I'm a passenger sitting next to him. From things I didn't know I loved, I sit with Nazim Hikmet by the window on the Prague-Berlin train. Night is falling, descending on the poet's page. He sees through the window pane things barred from him in prison and speaks for me now, 57 years later, now that the globe swelters and glacier waters have come to shore. I never knew I loved the earth, Nazim writes. Can someone who hasn't worked the earth love it? It must be my only platonic love. And here I've loved rivers all this time, whether motionless like this they curl skirting hills, European hills crowned with chateaus, or whether they are stretched out flat as the eye can see. I didn't know I loved sky, cloudy or clear. I didn't know I loved trees, bare beaches near Moscow, in Peredelkino, losing their leaves. In the Ilgaz woods in 1920, I tied an embroidered linen handkerchief to a pine bough for luck. I never knew I loved roads, even the asphalt kind. Flowers come to mind, poppies, cactuses, jonquils. In the jonquil garden in Kediko, Istanbul, I kissed Marika, fresh almonds on her breath. My heart on a swing touched the sky. I didn't know I loved flowers. Friends sent me 3 red carnations in prison. I never knew I loved the sun, even when setting cherry red as now. I didn't know I loved the sea, except the Sea of Azov, or how much. I didn't know I loved clouds, whether I'm under or up, above them, whether they look like giants or shaggy white beasts. I didn't know I liked the rain, whether it falls like a fine net or splatters against the glass and takes off for uncharted countries. I didn't know I loved rain. But why did I suddenly discover all these passions sitting by the window on the Prague-Berlin train? Is it because I lit my 6th cigarette? One alone could kill me. Is it because I'm half dead from thinking about someone back in Moscow, her hair straw blonde, eyelashes blue? I didn't know I liked the night pitch black. Sparks fly from the engine. I didn't know I loved sparks. I didn't know I loved so many things, and I had to wait 60 years to find it out sitting by the window on the Prague-Berlin train, watching the world disappear as if on a journey of no return.